would anybody ever sanction something with McGregor and Floyd Mayweather?
Maybe. I mean, it could be sanctioned, but it would be highly questionable. First of all, it would be highly questionable whether or not Conor McGregor deserves to be in a boxing ring with arguably the all-time best boxer ever. Floyd Mayweather at 49-0, having beaten everybody in front of him, having looked just stellar against some of the best fighters in the world throughout his entire reign of his career. How could you make the argument that a guy who has really no boxing record to speak of should be fighting him? And in MMA, you would say the same thing. How could you make the argument that this one guy with no mixed martial arts fights is fighting a guy who's a world champion in the UFC?
Okay, but who would have a better chance,
honestly,
though?
I don't think so.
If I put
Excuse me?
McGregor as a boxer or Floyd doing MMA, who would have a better chance?
I think McGregor as a boxer has virtually no chance. I think Floyd Mayweather, if you look at how he fights against Canelo Alvarez, if you look at the unbelievable skill that he shows inside the boxing ring, he makes some of the most offensive boxers in the world, offensively minded boxers. He shuts their offense down. I mean, Floyd is a brilliant tactician. You might not like him because of his personality. You might not like him because of the way he promotes himself. But as a technical boxer, he's absolutely brilliant. But the same can be said about MMA. If Floyd got in an MMA fight with Conor McGregor, he would get killed. Conor would just kick his legs out from under him. He would take him down. He would kick his body apart. The distance is so much different. The technique variation is so different. The spacing is different. The fact that you're fighting 5-minute rounds instead of 3, the fact that he can grapple, I mean, it would be a mismatch. It would be a very clear mismatch. Also, Conor's a much larger guy. Conor regularly walks around at around 170-plus pounds and then cuts down to make the UFC limit of 145. He's not a 145-pound fighter. He would be much, much larger than McGregor if they got than Floyd if they got in the octagon together.
The Dan Patrick Show, weekday mornings on Audience.